This is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. At just 15 years old, Sebastian vanished on the night of February 25th, 2024, in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sebastian lives with autism and a rare chromosomal deletion disorder. These conditions make him especially vulnerable and in need of care. He was on daily medication, but when he disappeared, he did not have those medications with him. The last confirmed sighting of Sebastian was at Texas Roadhouse earlier that evening on the 25th. What happened after that remains unclear. We don't know for sure if Sebastian ever made it home that night. But what we do know is that by the morning of February 26th, he was reported missing. It was very strange because his shoes were still at his house. His phone was still at his house, and game system, medications, all of that. He took nothing with him. Law enforcement quickly issued a endangered child alert, and then the next day they upgraded it to an Amber Alert, fearing that Sebastian was in imminent danger. Since that day, massive search efforts have taken place. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, the TBI, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, and countless volunteers have combed through neighborhoods, woods, and waterways. Helicopters, drones, they scanned from above, canine searches were on the ground, and even a Kentucky landfill was searched. But still, no trace of Sebastian. Law enforcement continues to call this an active and ongoing investigation, but more than a year later, there's still no answers, no updates, just crickets. Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, describes the moment she realized that he was missing as sheer panic. His stepdad, Chris, expressed how strange it was that Sebastian left everything behind and didn't take his belongings. His biological father, Seth Rogers, has been relentless in the search to find his son. He has organized searches, peaceful protests, hired private investigators, and has called on more urgency from authorities. His plea is simple: Sebastian deserves to come home. Outside of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, he says, "If someone has you, son, run. Tell them who you are. I will never stop searching for you." One of the biggest challenges is this case has not just went viral, but everybody across the world is online involved in misinformation. Law enforcement has urged the public time and time again to just be cautious. Be cautious with what you are putting out. What's clear is this: Sebastian lives with autism and a rare chromosomal deletion disorder. He needs care and he needs to be found. The day that Sebastian went missing on February 25th, 2024, that evening he was last seen at the Texas Roadhouse. But before that, he was at the BJ's Wholesale Club. He was also at Strike and Spare. The day before, on the 24th, he and Katie were at Costco. He spoke to his father on the 22nd. I believe that was a Thursday. And then Katie says that they got home. He took out the trash and went to bed around 9 o'clock. Sebastian Rogers' case has been frustrating, and most of it stems from a lot of speculation and mistrust. A lot of the community members and online advocates feel that Sumner County Sheriff's Office and the TBI aren't doing enough. The public is frustrated because there is such a long stretch of time where there has been no public updates. And the public is also critical because they think that the FBI should have been called in a lot earlier. On the 1 year mark of Sebastian's disappearance, Sheriff Eric Craddock acknowledged the public's impatience, but urged for us to trust the process. He said, "I understand people want answers. We all want answers. But you know what? We have to do something different to get those answers. Can't keep doing the same old thing." And we do have a new DA. As of September 2nd, 2025, there has been a new DA Thomas Dean, that has been sworn in. And so who knows, maybe there will be more answers, new eyes on the case with a new DA. There's been a lot of scrutiny with the parents, lots of it. It's ongoing, actually. Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, and his stepdad, Chris, have been mostly the subject of intense suspicion. The public questions their behavior, citing that the lack of vigils or public appeals are suspicious. Moving into an RV after the disappearance, the public interpret that as odd. The last time that Sebastian was actually seen, that has been in speculation a lot. Was he last seen at the Texas Roadhouse? Was he truly last seen at home? Was he last seen in the middle of the night with a bunch of lights? Law enforcement has publicly stated multiple times that there's no evidence linking any parent to Sebastian's disappearance, but that could change. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories, a lot of misinformation, a lot of stuff, like the green hoodie at the Texas Roadhouse, sparking a lot of speculation that was quickly debunked by investigators. The sheriff's office, the TBI, they have had to issue the public reminders and say every unverified rumor is a waste of resources and it hurts the investigation. And we don't want that. Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, he's been very public, leading protests, like I said, hiring private investigators and speaking to the press. Others argue that the focus should stay on Sebastian, not any family conflict. And this division has fueled debates not just on the YouTube streets, but Facebook groups, TikTok, Reddit, live streams, Discord, Rumble, you name it. Sebastian's case has become bigger than one missing teen. It's now tied to wider frustration with how the missing persons cases are handled. Some have even said that the system is broken, that the Amber Alerts aren't always issued fast enough, and that the communication is often inconsistent. And Seth Rogers himself has called for federal reforms in missing child protocols. I don't have a missing kid. I can't say exactly what I would do, but I would probably do exactly what Seth Rogers has been doing. My opinion. But in summary, Sebastian is still missing. And really all that matters in the grand scheme of things is bringing him home. All the other chatter doesn't matter, and it's a waste of time. It's a waste of brain cells. The rumors that get spread online faster than any fact will. And we have to keep this in mind as social creators online. Even though the law enforcement urges us to use caution and to be patient, it's hard to be patient without transparency. If you have any information whatsoever that can lead to the whereabouts of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, you are asked to call your local law enforcement, call the FBI, call somebody. If you think that you see Sebastian, ask him if that's who he is. Talk to him. Hold on to him and call 911. Let's bring this boy home. All right, until my next video, guys. Peace out.